Hello everybody. Now, this week's show, David rang me this morning and said ruefully, it's all about me. Well, about time too. A few weeks ago we went to the hunting island paradise of Ven off Sweden, where hares and pheasants are pests because there are no foxes. We were there with Aimpoint, which is showing off its red dot sights on shotguns, so the trip was about getting used to that. Now, red dot sights on shotguns, you probably think we would be mad to try and do that. Well, I think at some stage I would definitely have agreed with you. However, now I've tried it, I can see the point. When you're shooting left to right and you've got a bird flying left to right, you can see the bird as you take the shot. When you're shooting a bird straight over, of course the barrel covers the bird and you're kind of guessing. Now, a red dot sight makes no difference to how you shoot overhead like that. It does mean that I lose sight of the bird as I shoot right to left and left to right. However, it does give you a really good line on a bird, and if you're a sloppy shot, and heaven forfend I am a sloppy shot, but okay, I am a sloppy shot, it was really helpful to help me pick up the exact direction that bird was going. And I also think it's a very useful training aid, and we might see people like clay coaches trying it out, and some of them will be using it because it's the opposite of teaching bad habits. It teaches good habits from the start. They shoot game slightly differently over there. They form a kind of U around a field with the guns, and all the hares are in the middle, and the beaters come in, and as they pass the guns, the gun join the beating line. And it's a different way of doing things. And different ways of doing things made me think of Larissa and her goat. Post-goat and looking at Facebook, which is always a foolish thing to do, we seem to be going through a phase of recrimination and backlash, with shooters turning on other shooters. Now, this to me feels a little bit like the kind of extension of virtue that the antis get involved in, where they say, oh, I love animals more than you love animals. So this is shooters saying, I am committed to the ideals of sportsmanship more than you are committed to the ideals of sportsmanship. Of course they can say that if they want to. I just want to reassure you, here at Field Sports Channel, we're not going to get moral. We have lines we're not going to cross, but we're not going to foist those sorts of opinions on people. Also on this week's show, we have the last part of Kayak Bryn's stalk from last week. You will be delighted to hear, because you asked for it, he'll be cooking up the red deer calf he shot last week. And we've got Mark Windsor finishing off his smoking target series. This week he's talking about how to shoot the high tower, and this high tower earned him a Range Rover, so he knows what he's talking about. It'll be interesting to see in future episodes what he thinks of the Aimpoint red dot sight on shotguns. Now, our shop is perplexing us. We set it up with the very best shopping software we could find, which is called WooCommerce. We've listed ourselves on Google and Facebook shopping. We did an advertising campaign to drive people to our shop, and 500 people went along to have a look, but nobody bought anything, and we don't understand it. Our shop products are very keenly priced. We sell t-shirts at £12.50. Most YouTube channels sell them at £20 or more. We know the shop works. You've probably seen our flash sales. Last week we sold a pigeon flapper and it sold out within 12 hours through our shop. So we know our shop works, but something's wrong. Please can you, the Field Sports Nation, go along and have a look and see if you can work out what it is, and then email me, please. Incidentally, sorry I didn't put you in touch with last week's flash sale, which was the pigeon flapper. I should have done, sorry about that, would have given you a day ahead of everybody else. I'll rectify that by putting you in touch with this week's one. It's the Olight lamping kit, normally retails at £218, and it's in our shop at £118, including postage. Just go to fchannel/Olight to have a look at it, and while you're there, you can tell us what's wrong with the shop. Now, you may ask yourself, how can we sell kit like this so cheaply? Well, the reason is we go to manufacturers and we say, what's your trade price? And they say a number, and then we say, okay, what's your marketing budget? And they say another number, and we say, we want you to subtract your marketing budget from that trade price, please. So it really is amazingly cheap, this kit, if you want it. They do work in a few quid for us, but the aim of this is to use our marketing muscle to provide a service for viewers. And I have to thank commercial director James, who has really put his back into this and has been coming up with the goods over the past few weeks, and now has made a rod for his back because he's got to keep doing it in the future as well. A quick word about channel memberships, which is not something we've been pushing especially hard, but they're going all right, and we probably should do something about that in the near future. So the idea is you can become a Field Sports Channel member. That is, you can sign up via YouTube, and it costs $4.99, pounds or euros. Hilariously, Google doesn't really make a distinction between the currencies. 70% of that comes to us, 30% goes to YouTube, which actually is better value than it sounds. It's available on a few channels. We are quite pleased we've been selected for it. We get to offer special bonuses as well. One of our bonuses is we will give the channel members shares commensurate with the amount of money they've spent. We'll do the maths in 12 months' time, but I think it works out at about 4 shares a year. So when we get to the first birthday of channel memberships, we'll send off some certificates. But I would like to welcome the last few who have signed up, and I'm going to read them out. Andre Gouge, Michelle Pollet, The Squire, Patrick Talon, South Somerset Ferreters, all of them, Robert Stake, Henrik Gustafsson, Robin Harrismith, Richard Larkham and Bram Vandenberg. Some of you are shareholders already. Thank you very much for your support. Please do use your flashy new emojis which you get for being a channel member, and comment, because other people will see the comments and they'll think, ooh, I could be one of those too. For those of you who want to do the straightforward share purchase, the link as ever is fieldsports.investory.com. Please go there, please sign up, please pledge. Which means I've got to read out the disclaimer, which goes like this. Risk warning: investments of this nature carry risks to your capital as well as potential rewards. Proved as a financial promotion by Investors Limited, which is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, number 07236828. And for those of you who are wondering, the scenery behind me is the lovely Dutton Valley in the South Lakes in Cumbria. I'm here to film here in Cumbria, and I'm off to film Brownings at the Sweet Lamb shoot in Wales tomorrow. And I'll see you next week.